Hi, I'm Malcolm Bates, Waste and Transport Correspondent for Waste Management World magazine. Traditionally, the waste and recycling industry looks for new products and ideas early on in the year, in the spring. But in this latter half of 2011, there are still a couple of important events worth checking out. One of those is the Ecomondo event here at Rimini in Italy. And I already know that there are some new products which haven't been seen so far this year at this event. So we're going to go in now and check them out in more detail. I'm inside Ecomondo now, and one of the first ports of call is the Cesaro stand. Cesaro is the Italian importer of semi-bogan materials handlers and Dopstat shredders. The reason I'm up on this machine is to show you the elevated cab on this materials handler, which gives the driver getting on for a 5-meter view height when hydraulically raised. Why is that important? Well, when you're loading something like a Dopstat shredder, the driver really needs to have a clear line of view inside the loading hopper so that he's placing material accurately. Semi-bogan specializes in cranes and materials handlers, so the machines are really built for this kind of duty. Green waste is an ever-growing part of the waste and recycling industry, and the way in which the machines are paired, the choice of equipment, matching one machine to another, is an important part of that business. And this is one of the reasons why it's really worth visiting a trade show or looking at an exhibition where you can see the machinery working together. Here we are with the other half of the partnership. We've already looked at the semi-bogan materials handler. This is the Dopstat AK435 Greenways shredder. One of the big advantages of this machine is it's fast road towable, so it's very portable without special permits, which means it can be used between small sites, maybe small towns or rural areas, and that really helps bring the whole business of green waste recycling into every community. And it's an area of the business of growing importance. So the key element here is matching the right machines together for the maximum of efficiency. Okay, I'm here on the JCB stand at Ecomondo, and one of the interesting aspects of the industry at the moment is the increase in operational weight of materials handling machines. So we're regularly looking at 40 tons, something like that, 35 tons. That's leaving a gap in the market for smaller machines, compact machines working in tight areas, or maybe working up on the pile. And an example of that is what we see here, which is the 8065. That's coupled up at the show here with a grab, and the idea is with a smaller machine that the operator can feel if he's picking up, say for example if he's working on green waste, that he can feel with a smaller machine whether he's got any concrete or metal in that material, something that you probably wouldn't be able to feel with a 30 or 40 ton machine. So that's created a whole new niche for the market. I'm here on the Tatil stand at Ecomondo. Tatil is the Italian importer of the machine you see here, which is the OMB side loader. There's quite an interesting element to this particular piece of technology. Side loader machines can be generally operated by one guy, the truck driver. In this case, this machine is mounted on a Mercedes Econic chassis, so it's got a low entry cab. Side loading is obviously a lot easier because you don't have to worry about the loaders being around the back of the machine, so there are safety elements. It also means that the machine can come right alongside the nest of containers and load them from the curbside. But this particular piece of equipment here, the OMB machine, is a very advanced, high capacity unit suitable for bottle banks and other recycling materials. So that's really an area that we're going to be looking at in more detail over the next 12 months in Waste Management World magazine. I'm on the fourth stand now. This is a new brand of truck which has only been available in Italy for the past 12 months or so. It's unique to the Italian market at the moment, but one of the prime advantages is this truck chassis is less than 2 meters wide. It's something like 1.84 meters in width, which is pretty significant for a 10 or a 12-ton truck, 12-ton gross weight truck. The chassis has been fitted with a Scalvenzi front-end loading machine. And this equipment by Scalvenzi is, as far as I'm aware, is unique on the market. As you can see, it's a front-end loader with a telescopic system operated by the driver. One of the big advantages of the Ford truck is that it's built to a narrow width of only 1.84 meters, so it's under 2 meters in overall width. That's pretty much unique at a gross weight of 10 or 12 tons, which this chassis is available for. That makes it really useful in applications such as waste and recycling. And in this application, we can see it's fitted with a special front-end loading system by Scalvenzi, another very advanced Italian manufacturer, specializing primarily in waste compactor systems, but also in vehicle collection systems as well. The Scalvenzi system enables the container to be picked up even around a corner. As you can see here, we've got this beam. The driver could pick up that container even if it was facing sideways. And that's pretty much unique in this industry. And I think it's got a lot of applications in other markets outside of Italy. I found a really useful piece of equipment here at Ecomondo. I'm on the Garpo stand. What is a Garpo, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. It's a battery-operated machine that is designed to move hook lift containers around depot yards. And as you can see here, I've got the control console. It's remote control, which means the operator doesn't need to get too close to the machine while moving. This is the Garpo unit. It's got a quick hitch attachment at the front end, hydraulically operated. And the idea is that it can come up underneath a hook lift container and just lift the front end up and position the machine in, for example, against a compactor or on a loading bank where the materials handlers can load it. When it's full, the Garpo comes along and pulls those containers out and puts a new one in its place. It's a much more ecological alternative than using a big truck or a big telehandler. And of course, because it's remotely operated, it's safer as well. I'm told by the manufacturer that it can move containers up to 10 tons capacity. So that's quite a dynamic little unit.